Hello, I'm Edward Roski, and welcome to the AI News. We're here for those intelligent people who only have time to deep dive into AI for a few minutes every so often, but always want to look smarter than they are about AI. November 2025 is going to be remembered as the month AI truly became everyone's technology and not just Silicon Valley's favorite hype bro topic. Over the next 15 minutes, I'm going to walk you through the most impactful developments that matter beyond the tech bubble. We're going to go beyond product launches and discuss shifts that affect how you work, how you shop, how you interact with technology in 2026. On November 13th, OpenAI released GPT 5.1 with a crucial innovation. It thinks less on simple tasks while maintaining the same level of intelligence. This means faster responses and also lower costs. This model comes in a few different versions: instant for everyday use, thinking for complex reasoning. Also comes with a whole lot of custom personalities, from the typical, hey, I'm being friendly and super supportive, to the much more cynical or even robotic and efficient. Within hours, it was integrated into GitHub Copilot and all of Microsoft's tools, so tens of millions of developers had access to it. The key insight here is that AI is getting more efficient, not just more powerful, and that efficiency translates directly to cost savings for businesses. This model did come out of nowhere. So why did OpenAI surprisingly release GPT 5.1? It was only a few weeks after GPT 5. It seemed like a very rushed announcement. Well, apropos of nothing, less than a week later, Google's Gemini 3 Pro launched, and it not only instantly dominated the LM Arena, it also had the highest LM Arena score ever at 1501 ELO. It's best in the world for multimodal understanding, processing text, images, video, audios, PDFs in a massive context window. From day one, it powered Google Search, the Gemini app, developer tools, including Google's new coding tool, Google Anti-Gravity, which is still in experimental mode, but people seem to love it. Google Search alone reaches billions daily. And when the most used search engine just suddenly gets smarter one day, everyone benefits. The quality of answers you get when you search just improved measurably. Google also released Nano Banana Pro, a phrase I never thought I would say. This is not just another image generator. It is the first one that can render lots and lots and lots of text correctly. Everything from short taglines to full paragraphs, and do it all at 4K resolution. You can upload 14 different reference images and it will maintain your brand consistency. You can upload individual photos and it will put them into a combined montage. It's integrated across Google's ecosystems, Slides, Notebook LM that we'll talk about in a second, the Gemini app. For marketers and designers, this democratizes capabilities that previously required a whole lot of expensive tools and even more expertise. The barrier to professional quality visual content just dropped dramatically. And to prove that point, this nice little watercolor comics image you see in front of you was generated by me in just a few seconds using Nano Banana Pro. One easy way to tell if it is generated by Gemini is it has a little watermark diamond in the bottom right corner. And you're actually going to see that on several of my slides today. Google started off their AI journey really badly. And if you recall, Notebook LM was the first time Google got something right with Gemini. It launched the ability to do these really cool two-person back and forth podcasts where they discuss, debate, and teach you about all the documents that you uploaded. They later added video overviews to join the audio overviews, and now the new killer app for Notebook LM is here. Google added the ability to turn your notes, your documents, your sources, anything you upload, into really polished slide decks and infographics. They give you right now two types of slides. They give you detailed decks that have lots of words on them for distribution. They'll also give you visual presenter slides that are more visually based, assuming you're going to be talking while they're up. High quality infographics make really complex data accessible. This infographic you see on your screen was made with literally one click inside of Notebook LM. It is also powered by Nano Banana Pro. This could genuinely replace PowerPoint and Canva for a whole lot of use cases. You upload your research, you get a professional presentation. The knowledge to presentation pipeline just became instant. I used it so much in the first week that I started hitting these "your daily slides limit has been reached" governors. I hit it literally every day now, although admittedly I do only have a pro license, not the $200+ ultra license, which means maybe it's time I should upgrade. Oh, and speaking of watermarks, every infographic or slide generated in NotebookLM has the product name in the bottom right. It is really easy for someone to crop it out or hide it, so do not trust everything you see online. But I'm leaving all these watermarks in here on purpose so you know how I generated each image. Like this one. Since November 2025 was a month for models, November 24th brought Claude Opus 4.5, and it reset everyone's expectations. It was the first model ever to score over 80% on the SweetBench Verified, which is the industry's toughest coding benchmark. It excels at autonomous agents, it's amazing at computer use tasks, and pricing dropped 66% from the previous generation. It is now $5, yes, just $5 per million input tokens. And this is the pattern we're seeing everywhere. Every generation not only gets better, it also gets cheaper. So for software teams, this means AI coding assistants are becoming indispensable, not optional, because they are extremely affordable and more powerful than a lot of programmers out there. On the consumer side, November 11th brought something that I find delightful. Google Photos got several new AI features that actually feel useful. There's a new Help Me Edit, and it can do things like remove sunglasses or fix closed eyes or change expressions in group photos by using faces from your existing library. You can even refer to people by name. It'll change your background. So you can say things like, remove Riley's sunglasses and open my eyes, and it does exactly that. There are these AI templates that create professional headshots or artistic styles. They've rolled it out to over 100 plus countries and 17 languages. This is AI moving from kind of novelty, I'm not quite sure how we're going to use it, to actually generally helpful tools. This month really feels like it belongs to Google. They're having quite a moment. And for the first time since ChatGPT launched 3 years ago, OpenAI isn't leading. They're playing catch up. Gemini 3 scored 37.5% on humanity's last exam, which is a really, really difficult comprehensive benchmark. How much better is that than OpenAI? ChatGPT's 5.1 scored a 26.5 on humanity's last exam. Market analysts at Wells Fargo now rate Google as winning the AI race. You can feel there's a shift happening. And OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, sent an internal code red memo warning employees to brace for rough vibes and temporary economic headwinds. He's calling for rapid improvements to ChatGPT, which probably also means longer hours. Just think for a second about what this means. The company that dominated AI for 3 years is now scrambling. First code red I heard about in the AI era was actually Google responding to OpenAI. This is not just drama, it's not people overreacting. It's proof that the AI landscape has fundamentally changed. No one has a permanent lead anymore. Target launched conversational shopping inside of ChatGPT. You can browse their full catalog, you can build a cart, you can check out without ever even leaving the chat. You essentially just tag it, do @Target, and you can say things like, help me plan a family holiday movie night. You'll get curated suggestions. Here are blankets, here are candles, here are snacks, here are slippers. And then you can purchase it for drive up, pickup, or shipping. Walmart did the same thing last month. This isn't a gimmick. It's retailers recognizing that AI assistants are becoming the new front door to commerce. The shopping experience is going from search to more friendly conversation. This one kind of overlapped from the end of October through early November, but Canva launched their creative operating system. And it does something that no image generator has ever done before. The AI actually understands design structure and does your image in multiple layers. It understands hierarchy and understands your branding. It's not just make one great big static image. It creates fully editable designs. It's available inside ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini. They've got a new Video 2.0 reimagined. They've improved their email design. They have interactive forms. The Affinity Pro Suite is now free, so they claim forever. Canva has 260 million monthly users. And this makes the professional design capabilities accessible to really anyone. Adobe is probably shaking in their boots because their monopoly on creative tools is facing its first real challenger. Microsoft also launched Agent 365 for AI governance. As companies deploy multiple autonomous agents, we need a chief agent officer. We need something to provide oversight. So Agent 365 gives IT teams visibility across all the AI agents in the organization. They give you the ability to quarantine the misbehaving ones. They give you governance over accessing different resources. And addresses a critical gap because as AI becomes more autonomous, we need greater control systems. And Microsoft is trying to position itself as the enterprise safe AI platforms. So for CIOs, CTOs, this is the governance layer that makes AI deployment viable at scale. Speaking of scale and impact, MIT researchers found that current AI can handle tasks representing 11.7% of the entire US labor market. It's about 151 million workers would be affected by this, and with an effect of around 1.2 trillion in wages. Early career employees in tech exposed fields saw a 13% employee drop since 2022. We're seeing a plummeting decrease in early stage entry level jobs, and that's kind of the sobering part. But here's the other side. Wages are rising twice as fast in AI exposed industries. PwC projects 12 million net new jobs globally related to AI. And the challenge isn't whether AI creates opportunity, it's whether workers are then able to access it. 77% of the new AI jobs that we see being created require master's degrees. The real crisis, it's skill gaps. And let's end on a really happy holiday note. Fair Play and other advocacy groups have warned parents against buying AI toys for kids this holiday season. OpenAI suspended the maker of the AI teddy bear Kuma after it shared questionable advice with children, including where to find knives. Senators proposed new bills restricting minors' access to AI chatbots, and this is a wake up call. Not all AI applications are ready for all AI users. Safety, privacy, age appropriate design, these are no longer optional, they are required. We must have governance and controls before we let 2-year-olds go talk to their teddy bear. Companies that don't take this seriously will face regulatory consequences and a whole lot of public backlash. But I guess on a good note, we can now say AI is available to everyone from age 0 to 100 plus. So that's November 2025, the month AI truly became mainstream. We saw genuine competition between tech giants, AI moving into everyday products from photo editing to shopping to financial management, capabilities becoming more powerful while simultaneously becoming more affordable. And hey, now even small children can interact with AI. The pattern is clear. AI is democratizing. It's accessible in more languages, it's integrated into tools that billions already use, and it's priced for widespread adoption. So as we move into 2026, the question isn't whether we will be engaging with AI, it's how we're all going to use it to change our lives. As always, you can find me on LinkedIn. That's where that QR code over there takes you, and X/Twitter. My podcast, Asking Good Questions, is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or you could even go to askinggoodquestions.co or just shoot me an email and ask me anything on your mind. I'm Edward Roski with the AI News, and until next time, keep asking good questions.